So it took you 3 years to create this project.
Yeah, but I was just trying to like get songs that were good enough. You know, I have like a lot of songs that didn't make the cut for this project.
For example, how many?
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Harmz, aka Harmz So Hype, and we're back with another episode of Behind the Sound. You're probably sick of me already, but that's okay. We got a new co-host for y'all today. Introducing Romaine. Let's get it, buddy. All right, I'm gonna leave you to him. Olivier, bless him, bro.
All right, what's up? I don't know if the sound's too loud, but we're about to chill it out real quick. So welcome to episode number 4, Behind the Sound, with your host, Olivier, a.k.a. Romaine, a.k.a. Ron. I'm going to stop talking, to be honest, about myself, because I really want y'all to get to know the next individual that's popping out, Mr. Ryan Vincent, the man, the myth, the legend. Can we give it up, please? Clap, 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 clap. Let's get after it. He really wanted to come out there. What's up, Ryan?
How you doing?
I'm chilling. All right, so we got you here today on the episode.
Yeah, thanks for
We want to
having
do
me.
a little something before we get started.
What was that?
You wanted to do a handshake? Is that what you said?
Yeah, well, you wanted to make one with me, and we haven't made one yet. So
Let's get at this.
let's make a little
All right,
handshake. How are we gonna start it?
That's good. That's great. That's
Just
the end of the episode.
Roll credits.
Roll credits. No, okay. Yeah, let's pop this off. Let's do a little handshake.
All right. How do you want to do it?
Oh, you start. Mm-hmm.
So then
This is intimate.
we'll shake hands.
Yeah, we'll shake hands. No. We'll go in the big and then.
Okay.
No, it'll be
okay.
like a. Yeah, that's kind of hard.
Shake people out.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. So right off the bat, Ryan Vincent.
What is my name?
I'm gonna do this beforehand. You're a beautiful bearded mountain man. Pause. But who is Ryan Vincent?
Ryan Vincent is just somebody who really enjoys making music and art, and he went to school for art. I don't know. Okay, so I like doing a lot of music and photography and stuff like that. It's a fun little thing that I do. I don't do much else. I work at a photo supply store. It's a great one. It's I do mostly passport photos and packaging film and stuff there, but it's on my off days I like to make music and yeah.
So you said you like to make music. My follow-up question really, actually, before I get into that. So most people don't know that you actually started out with Ryan Sponigal, not Ryan Vincent.
For like alias? No. I had a few different ones along the way. So when I was in like grade 11 and me and Alex first started making music, we started out, first of all, like the first thing I tried to rap over or like make a song over was he recreated the Riot beat for, the song is really bad. I'm not going to say the name of it.
Right.
The song is really bad, but he did a great job with the beat as always.
But what was your name?
So around that time I was talking to some friends and somebody suggested Prince Vince. So that was like the first thing that I was like, yeah, sure.
Prince Vince.
Yeah. And then, but I was very short. Like by the time I put my first little piece of music out the next year, it had changed to just Sponge because that was like my nickname, I guess, in high school, and friends called me that, and it stuck for the time being. And then maybe 3 years ago, I'm 23 now, so that was 20 or so, I was like, nah, I need something more serious. I need something that's relates to me more. What better to go with than my actual name?
For sure, yeah.
Ryan, first name, Vincent, middle name, named after my grandfather.
Okay.
Beautiful man. Love him.
Shout out to Ryan's grandfather.
Yeah.
So you're saying that life really changed your name? Is that what you're saying? Like over time you had to upgrade. No. I'm saying like over time you kind of had to upgrade, right?
Well, yeah, I was just wanted people to look at me more as me, you know, like not some dude called Sponge.
But that's nice because my next question was really like, how does life kind of affect how you make music? So like sonically and lyrically, kind of run us through that process.
It's all in my music. It's all in there. All of those, like, whether I'm having like a bad day where somebody's just like being rude at work, or like I try to map real life experiences into things that I hear in the music. So like when we're in a session, I'll always write in like while the beat's being created, because that's when you're first hearing it. It's like all very raw. I like being in there in those sessions just writing, because it's the first thing that comes to mind. It's the most raw kind of like lyricism. It's first instinct kind of thing, and I like putting what I first think of things in my music, because I find when I overthink stuff, it just mixes up the message. I overthink it way too much. You can't be doing that.
Right. Okay. So I guess the content for this episode really was to talk about your recent project that just released. So October 13th, out now. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? Out now. I was not looking at me, but it's cool. Out now. How did all of your life experiences kind of affect creating this album?
I wanted to make the album. So at first it was just me doing this stuff in the studio where I'm just like writing first come, first serve to these like songs where it, once I got enough of them, and it's all stuff relating to me, it's all stuff that has happened throughout my life, and feelings that I've felt and things that I've just wanted to, just ideas that I've had. Once I put that into these songs, I've had enough where I could kind of see a narrative going. Before the project was what it was today, maybe like a year ago now, it had a different name called Elephant.
Why Elephant?
I had an idea for like, possibly, well, I had the idea of like, if I wore a balaclava on stage or something like that, like you would, I just thought I might feel more comfortable
Wearing the balaclava.
Yeah, being on stage, because you got something covering your face, you know. You might, like, whereas somebody who hasn't done a whole lot of stage stuff as myself, I thought it was a good idea. And then, I don't know, some things just didn't work out with the album, and some creative stuff. Like I was trying to get something to go for the album, and it didn't happen. That's fine. And so we just kept working on the album. It wasn't anywhere near done back then either. So we were just doing that. And yeah, once I got to a point maybe 2 or 3 months ago, I was just like, yeah, I know what I want this to kind of be about. I had an idea for a photo shoot. I think we did the photo shoot before I had the name of the album. But once I had those photos, I was like, yeah, I know what I want this to be about. Like it's a show setting. I wanted,
We said a damn good show. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's not just a show. It's a damn good show.
If that was the thing, like in the album, you hear, like a voice clip at the end of the first song and at the end of the last song. One says imagine, the other says wake up, you know? So the way the album,
I didn't even pick that up. That's crazy.
Yeah. So the one that says imagine is just like kind of imagining all of my life experiences up to that point, just like as a damn good show, something crazy. And
That's
then
kind of hard, man. What? Okay.
And then so yeah, it was all kind of like a dream or whatever in the album, but it was just me imagining what all these songs would look like in such a damn good setting, a damn good show kind of thing.
But Sorry, were you gonna add more to?
I was just gonna say the two voice clips, the wake up at the end.
This sounds. It's a really good. Okay, I shouldn't even say it's a really good. It's a damn good album.
I thank you. I appreciate it.
How long did it take you? Because did that thing take you 3 years?
Close to it. I don't know exactly the day we started it, but I was living Okay, I need exact dates here. I was living with Harmony on Spring Garden, like 2 or 3 years ago, I think. But I think it was about 3. So we were in like 2020, something like that.
But you
Anyways,
started then.
around then, yeah. The first song that was ever made on that project was either, I want to say Elegance or Pour It Up. And because Elegance, were you there for the making of either of those?
I think you sent me Pour It Up or showed it to me at some point or something.
Yeah.
Obviously the version back then.
Yeah. It was crazy though, because I remember like every studio session. I wouldn't say everyone, but a lot of them. Yeah, I've like made some pretty core memories with that.
So it took you 3 years to create this project.
Yeah, but I was just trying to like get songs that were good enough. You know, I have like a lot of songs that didn't make the cut for this project.
For example, how many?
You didn't put me on the spot.
Like 30, 40, 50.
I want to say 25 to 30-ish.
And this is a 9-track album.
Yeah. And there's like a few, like 1 or 2 skits that didn't make it that we had planned out. Yeah, it's just me trying to narrow it down, you know? I wanted to put out the songs that were my favorite to put out, so.
Cool. But this album wasn't just you making it. You know what I mean? Like, and obviously you had a huge, like, this is your baby type thing.
Yeah, but it's just as much everybody else's as it is mine, you know? Like,
let's shout them out.
All right, well, I would like to say a big thank you to Alex LeBlanc, man over there. Clap for him.
The legend.
Give him his flowers while he's still here,
Yes,
his
sir.
roses.
The backbone, actually. Let's get you in the camera,
get
bro.
Alex in here.
Let's see you.
We love you out here.
Yeah, just it.
We love you.
I'm part of this now.
Yeah.
dog.
Special guest out.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you feel me?
Thanks, man. I'm really proud of you, bro.
I'm proud of you too.
Thanks.
This
We're
whole
proud of
album-
each other.
Exactly. You put out 3 incredible projects this year, and who knows what else will be out before the end of the year. So,
Yeah.
really,
Beats me, man.
yeah.
But yeah, no, like I feel like this project. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I feel like this project in particular was like very close to home. I feel like the other ones, you know, they kind of like came across over the span of like a year, or like 6 months or something like that.
Yeah, the other guys can work fast. I
Yeah.
have no idea how they do
But
it.
I honestly appreciate that about you, that like, you know, you really took your time with it, and that you really like did that damage control and like, you know, quality control to really figure out what you really resonated with and what like felt most valuable to you.
Yeah, it took a lot of effort too, because I for the last year and a half, 2 years, I think I spent almost like at least 5 out of 7 days of the week was spent like listening to that album, going back and from work, just like thinking of new things that I could put in it for like.
Yeah, and I remember every time you come to me, it's just like, I got something. I think this is a really cool idea. And like 70% of the time, I'm just like, okay, I think we can do this. And I'm just like, yeah, this is hitting hard, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I can't be prouder, man. Like it feels so good that like we've been able to create something over like such a long time, and it still kind of holds up.
Yeah, I agree. And then it shows a versatility and like how many different sounds we've gone over through that amount of time. Cause like it's different periods of time in the past 3 years, rather than like this is my first project. So I did want it to come out very fine tuned and nice and clean.
Exactly.
but-
You want a good first impression.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and I hope that it hits. I hope that people respond to it as they have with other people around the area. You know, like Harmony just dropped. He's doing pretty good right now. Mateo's is doing good. I hope mine performs just as well.
Yeah, and it looks like so far people are receiving it really well. Like you got some bangers on there for sure. And I know just like with time and with enough just like exposure, like you'll definitely hit the mark.
I hope
I
so.
believe it. and
Why, thank
I manifest it.
Me too.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hop out of the frame, but thank you guys for having me.
Hey man, thanks.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, bro. You're always the back. Yes, nah, let me stand up for this. I don't doubt people sitting down, bro.
I don't even know if we're in the camera shot. Hold up. There we go.
Okay, so Ryan, so obviously I don't even know if I'm using this word correctly. Illustrious, I think that's the word. For all you grammar nerds out there, my bad if I'm using it wrong. But anyways, who else was on the album that you want to shout out?
Okay, so next up would be Neil Keller. I believe that's how you pronounce his last name, but I always get confused sometimes. But my guy Neil, I met him in art school. We were like partners on a couple of projects, and we've gone out and shot photos many a time. And no, he's a great guy to work with, great friend. He's out in Montreal right now, selling a photo book called Beef Plates.
That's wild.
He does a lot of farm stuff. Yeah, it's cool. I really dig his photo work.
Yeah. Hopefully too, we can have Neil's and everybody's description in the bio, and then we'll plug them out for everybody on tuning in. You can find everybody that's supported and helped to make the album in the description below. So check that out as well. And who else would you like to shout out as well?
Everybody who was on the album. So let's see, Mo Money Mateo.
Oh, money.
Mano SOS.
Yes.
Or Timothy Robot. Harmz So Hype. What? Give yourself a shout out, Harmony.
Give Harmony a shout out.
He's so...
Crazy.
Yeah. I'm not missing anybody else. I'm even like Harmony doing the Seb, of course. How could I forget?
You didn't.
I didn't. You're right. I didn't. Original thought. But even Harmony doing like the editing for the reel, I appreciate that too. And yeah, everybody just did their part. I couldn't have done it alone. It wouldn't have been the same project without me, but it also wouldn't have been the same project without any of that.
Facts. And then I'm pretty sure there's a credits list too, right?
Yeah. So when we did the photos for the album, me and Alex were doing a lot of the text work with the cursive on the project.
Okay.
Yeah. And for the photos, we had like a little credits thing. Man, shout out to Neil again for those photos. They were
they were hard. So you and Alex actually started touching on a question that I was gonna pose next. Because for me, this is really something I want to know, and how this switch happened concerning the album. Yeah, because okay, so we grew up together pretty much, and like I've always known you sonically, musically as a pure hip hop guy, right? So hardcore, yeah, hard hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like boom bap, all the 90s, 80s, like crazy stuff, you know what I mean? But then you came up with this album, and it's a dance track album. You know what I mean? There's a lot of singing, there's a lot of... And it sounds hard, don't get me wrong. But like, when did that switch happen?
Well, I used to be like a hater of auto-tune.
I remember. I remember.
I used to tell Harmony how to rap, and it was just like... And I had my foot in my mouth. I got to like university, and then I just like one day listened to 808s and Heartbreaks.
That's wild. You'd never heard it before then?
Well, I always I was like, nah, screw auto-tune. That stuff sucks.
Right. Like a lot of people out there, you gotta give auto-tune a chance, bro.
I listened to the album, and then I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. I heard it in a way that I hadn't heard it before, and I was like, and sometimes just listening to music a few times will do that to you. So I had given it a shot, and then I was like, wait. And then I went into more auto-tune stuff, and then, you know, your sound developed.
Yeah,
it does. It had the auto-tune, got me into more singing,
right?
You know, like, so it all had its way. I like doing everything. I like testing my limits there's not a song on the album that sounds like the last song, you know, like every song sounds different. So I want to keep that up. You know, I want to eventually maybe moving forward, release a few singles, something like that. Do some.
And we'll talk about that at the end too, like what your plans are and stuff. No, but that's hard because I think this is good as a transition into where do you find yourself, particularly as an artist in Nova Scotia, Canada, you know what I'm saying, the world right now? How do you perceive yourself?
I perceive myself going forward, I guess, like, to put it in the simplest term, I'm just starting out, you know, like I want to, not that I've been doing it for up to 10 years now.
That's
like
crazy.
A long time.
Yeah.
I've been working on the craft. I've done releases with you guys like way back in high school, way before that. I started writing when I was like 14. I remember. I'm good at this stuff. So but no, this is my first release under my own name, under my own alias, under one that I'm comfortable with, one that I like. And I just want to keep moving forward, you know, keep growing that, maybe I'll work on a few videos for some of the songs this year.
Right.
My main focus this year isn't put it on another album. It's going to be work on stuff for this album, work on, you know, keep that image growing.
For sure. Yeah, I got you. Okay, cool. So I really like that, Ryan, especially on where you're going towards. But let's talk a little bit about the past too, right? Because you said that you started out, you've been doing this for 10 years, right? Or around that. Roughly, yeah. And as a quick aside for the people that don't know Ryan, this guy goes to bed at 10:30 every single night, except when he's making music. He would then be up until 4 a.m. Like, nah, this man will start going to bed. He will, no. I could flame you right now. You being invited to things, this man goes to bed at 10 o'clock. Look at me in my eyes. I'll look at you in the eyes.
And you got work the next day. I work 6 days a week.
But for music, it's different.
My only day off, and I'm still working.
I know. But no, for music, you go off. But really going back to your past, like, because you did release other music in the past, right?
Yeah. It first started out with me. You'll never find it anywhere else ever again. I took it down. It's gone. It's deleted. It's and Alex probably has it. But no, it was under my first name Sponge. There was an album that I put out with like 5 or 6 songs called Experimentality. Some I thought it was on some deep shit, like some deep shit when I was like 17. Yeah. It was awful. But that actually like got me in contact with a local musician around the area, drummer of the Trues, Sean Dalton, or ex-drummer for the Trues. But he's been a big mentor to me. And then now we would just hang out. I'd share ideas with him. He would always encourage it. He was good for my younger self to have. Right. And his words carry with me today. And me and Alex eventually ended up from encouragement of his to others. We ended up putting out a project during COVID. It was our COVID.
Yeah, it was.
But we put out a project called, it was under the name Pyramid Scheme, and it was called Avant Garde. And it was some cool songs on there, some cool ideas. I find we had a conversation about it, talking about how my current album that just came out was kind of like a more refined and more detailed version of that, or you can kind of see the artistry grow.
Pyramid Scheme was I think it was necessary for PRZM label as a whole, because it allowed both you and Alex to kind of have an opportunity to keep growing. You know what I mean? Really develop that relationship together as well.
Especially in some years where the world just kind of shut down and people weren't doing things and everybody was scared, and we were all just like, avant-garde. Nothing else to do with this. Yeah. So
yeah, man. No, that's hard. And we're back. So Brian.
Yeah.
So we talked about your future. We've talked about your past. I'm going to stay a little bit in that past lane. I want to talk about, so I want you to tell me first, what do you think was the easiest song to create for this new album? Or not easiest, the funnest song to create on this album.
one that just released.
Yeah, so including difficulties, trials, errors, whatever, it was super fun to make.
I had a really good time when we made For You,
Okay.
because that was actually the making of that song was very interesting. I went over to Sebastian's house the night, and he was just practicing guitar, going over some loops that he's making. I'm writing lyrics to them as he's playing guitar, and he's doing this one thing, and I write the lyrics to For You, and then he records the guitar. We never did anything with it. 2 weeks later, we're in the studio with Alex, and we go to record a little bit of stuff for Vast.
Right.
But Seb brought the wrong guitar. Oh, so he was supposed to bring an electric, but he brought an acoustic.
Oh,
and then
okay.
he started playing some loops, and I was going through my notes, and I like found the lyrics to that other thing that I wrote at his house.
Yeah.
And he had recorded the loop on Alex's computer, and it just fit perfectly. And then it was cool. It was like one thing that are just two things made at different times came together, and it was really fun.
That's very sweet.
And then the creation of New Game was one that sticks out very much, because I had the game, that part of the song, like the sample.
Yeah.
I put that in the computer. Alex did the rest of the beat, and then Mateo, Mano, and Harmony, they're all just chilling at the house. They all, like, Mateo and Mano just kind of came over, and we just made it. And
That's crazy.
I came up with the chorus on the spot, and then everybody wrote their verses on the spot, and it was just like within 3-4 hours, a great song was.
I see. It's like when lightning strikes. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, and then you just get the idea. Also, shout out to all these people again. Their descriptions will be in the link in the bio. So that was the most fun. Those were the two most fun songs. What was the most difficult song to write for this album? Emotionally, physically, I don't know, man. Like, most difficult song to write.
Some of the more difficult ones didn't really make the cut.
Okay. Which ones did make the cut that were difficult to make, if any?
Yeah, no, there wasn't a difficult one on there to make. Those were all just very kind of like in the moment. They were all fun to me.
Right. Okay, so which one, and you maybe don't have to answer this as a why, which one were you kind of reserved to put out there?
Have I told you this before?
I don't think so. I don't think you've told me which one. If you could say the title, and then I might be able to infer.
Dancer, because there's like a flow in there that in my verse that I was like, but like also, no, I think maybe that, just because I wasn't sure of my verse, but I have people telling me now, they were like, yo, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Anything that was difficult or like a challenge for me before and I overthought it, I just in the vault.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, really, Ryan, this is kind of coming up to the conclusion of my questions, but one of the final questions that I'd like to ask you is, I know you've already talked about this before, but where you kind of going? So what really is the next steps for you? What are you hoping to gain from putting out this album?
Just a little bit of having people kind of having something there for people to look at, to be like, okay, you've done something.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what you can do next.
Right. Okay.
Because that's where I'm at. Like I know people aren't going to see one thing and be like, holy crap, that's the new like Picasso. Like, it's huge. Like you got to put the work in. I got to put the effort in. And so I gotta work on that. It's something that I got to do. I'm very excited too. I'm only 23. I'm only young. We'll be. And in the 30s, you're still young. You are still plenty of time for opportunity.
You're still young in your 30s.
Of course. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I want to put out maybe like a single or two this year, or about a video or two, and go explore my options. These are things that I haven't really done before. So I'm, learning how to swim in this big ocean.
That's hard, but that's exciting, bro. This is exciting. All right. Well, thank you so much, Ryan Vincent, for being on the show today. Episode 4 of Behind the Sound. is now coming to a conclusion. You can find us on all socials pretty much. Spotify if you're a listener type person, YouTube if you're a visual learner like myself. Find us on anything. Really, again, much love. I'm the new co-host. Really, Ryan. Where can everybody find you? Tell the camera.
So you can find me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Ryan_Vincent. And then, yeah, that's the only social media I really use.
That's the only one he has.
I have Facebook, but it's for friends and family.
Nah, don't plug his Facebook.
I don't know. Yeah, damn good show out now. Go stream it. It's awesome. I put a lot of hard work and effort into it, so I hope you enjoy.
Facts. And if you don't stream it, you're a square. All right. Anyways, Ryan, let's see if we can do this. Yeah, the handshake. Oh man, we got to do that again. My bad. Yeah, that was better. All right. Peace.
All right. And you can follow us, YouTube/@Prism, prismlabel.com, Prism Label on Instagram.
TikTok.
Hey, yo, TikTok @PrismLabel. Find us everywhere. Tune in for the next episode. Like and subscribe, follow, comment, all that sorts of stuff. You know. Bye.